I am the Messiah. These are the end of days, the end of the world, the end of time. By the year 2043, just 28 years from now, all the ocean animals, other than jellyfish, will be dead due to pollution, overfishing, and ocean acidification. This is due to the suicidal behavior of the incurable form of the Ebola virus called Homo sapien. The destruction of modern civilization and the entire planet is due to the deliberate actions of those who worship the demonic entity called Yahshua. This demonic entity's dogma calls Mother Earth a whore that is to be used, abused, and then destroyed. By the year 2045, Homo sapiens and all life on the planet Earth are extinct. The master of mythological lore is Joseph Campbell. He defines the medieval dragon as an obsessive, compulsive creature that prevents others from experiencing happiness and creating wealth by guarding the two things in this world that it cannot use, a virgin and gold. Jews are addicted to crack. Gold is their crack, and the demonic entity they worship is called Yahshua. This name does not look or sound like the word God. Understand that when the Messiah uses the word dragon, he means the genetic garbage that worships Satan and killed Jesus Christ, called Jews.
Take a look at the following top 4 most popular feminist leaders. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
I am not Jesus Christ. What I am is the second coming of the Messiah, the Savior, as foretold in the book of the Revelation. As the spiritual leader of this world, I am establishing with the posting of this video a parallel governmental structure similar to that of Iran, where the real power resides in the spiritual leaders, which in this case is the Messiah. This video is the Messiah's open letter to the Pope. I am asking the Pope to bless the Holy Catholic Crusade and join the crusade as the administrator of the Holy Catholic Crusade Fund and the day-to-day administration of justice under my administration. Because the Holy Roman Catholic Church is well established in many communities, the Church's organizational structure has been delegated the responsibility of making justice on my behalf on the state and county level and the distribution of money in the Holy Catholic Crusade Fund as directed by the Messiah. Knights of the Holy Catholic Crusade, to save men only, the oceans and the earth from extinction are required to watch these movies: The Matrix, A Boy and His Dog, 2012, Red Dawn, the original, not the shit remake, Westworld, AI, the original Stepford Wives, Gone Girl, The Colony, and Soylent Green. Knights of the Crusade are required to have a hair sample tested for heavy metals, then undergo DMPS and EDTA, intravenous chelation therapy. You must include the results of the hair test mercury levels and post-DMPS IV therapy mercury levels at the beginning of every comment left. A knight must read The Art of War. A knight must view videos and recognize how the military tactics used at the Battle of Thermopylae, Cannae, and the Teutoburg Forest can be applied to warfare on urban and city streets to trap and execute pigs.
When you finally see this video, you will see that the explanation given to you is a complete and utter lie, and the shot was fired simultaneously with the device being thrown through the window. When they came up with that, then they arrested Myrtilla. They took her in handcuffs from the scene to the jail.
I didn't like me by the eyes. I knew she was dead. She had blood coming out of her mouth. Lord Jesus, I ain't never seen that like that in my life. And my 7-year-old grandbaby, my beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous granddaughter. My goodness, what type of people? What type of people? Can't trust the police. You can't trust the police. You can't trust them. You can't trust them. They wouldn't even let us go check on the other babies. They wouldn't even let us.
100 to 150 per day.
Let's look at one example where we have videotape. In Arizona, Jose Guerrena, a Marine who served 2 tours in Iraq, was asleep in his bed.
He awoke to the sound of his wife, Vanessa, screaming. After telling his wife and youngest son to hide in the closet, Guerrena grabbed his military weapon and walked out to the hallway. Police, who were conducting a drug raid, shot 71 bullets and hit Guerrena, who had never disengaged his safety, 22 times.
As he lay on the floor, bleeding, Vanessa called 911.
A bunch of people outside of my house. I don't know what the heck is happening.
Okay, go ahead.
I need to go to
Who is outside your home? I need to know who is outside your home. Can you look out the window?
I think there's a spot, but they're, oh my God.
So can you please open the door for them?
It's open. It's open. They're opening.
Paramedics then came, but the police wouldn't allow them to treat her husband for more than an hour. The police said they had to secure the scene, and in that time, the Marine bled to death. So this has to be a very extreme example.
In my research for the book, I found over 50 cases where a completely innocent person was killed in one of these raids. Even after this raid happened, the police department admitted that if he had survived, they didn't find anything they could arrest him for. They found no evidence of a crime, when they searched the house.
This too was a drug charge, and they didn't find any evidence of drug dealing in the house.
It appears that Guerrena's crime was basically being related to someone who was involved in a criminal enterprise.
I am the Messiah, and this is the headquarters of the Holy Catholic Crusade to save men only, the oceans, and the entire planet Earth from extinction. Understand that all of you are already dead, so there is nothing to lose and everything to gain by defending yourselves from those who have already injured and killed and are injuring and killing you and everyone you love and care about. Only non-dragon, heterosexual men are allowed to view the Messiah's videos or to leave comments. Violators will be punished by my spiritual gatekeepers, who will break your limbs and faces, cause you to have seriously bad luck, and if violations persist, your death. This is your final warning. If you are a dragon, female, transsexual, homosexual, or male feminist, view no further, or you will suffer and die. I am the Messiah, and this is the headquarters of the Holy Catholic Crusade to save men only, the oceans, and the entire planet Earth from extinction. Understand that all of you are already dead, so there is nothing to lose and everything to gain by defending yourselves from those who have already injured and killed and are injuring and killing you and everyone you love and care about. Only non-dragon, heterosexual men are allowed to view the Messiah's videos or to leave comments. Violators will be punished by my spiritual gatekeepers, who will break your limbs and faces, cause you to have seriously bad luck, and if violations persist, your death. This is your final warning. If you are a dragon, female, transsexual, homosexual, or male feminist, view no further, or you will suffer and die. Only those men who have met the following prerequisites are permitted to view the MESAI's video or leave comments. You will not be punished if you do so, but you will be unable to understand the material being presented. And if your mind has not been properly prepared, you could cause yourself harm.
I am the Messiah, the Savior and advanced soul placed upon earth by the Holy Trinity to protect the weak and innocent and make justice upon the wicked. Knights of the Holy Catholic Crusade to save men only, the oceans and the earth from extinction, are required to practice and cultivate the art of lucid dreaming every night in order to increase their spiritual frequency. This requires the knight to do reality testing every waking hour. Look at the wristwatch that all knights are required to wear in order to coordinate military attacks. Look at the time, look away, then look back and read the time again. If you are dreaming, the time will change, and you will know you are dreaming. Once you are awake in your dream, you are not bound by the laws of physics or morality and can do anything you want, with anyone you want, at whatever time in history you want, on the planet Mars if you want. Recall the scene from The Matrix, where Morpheus is explaining to Neo what the Matrix is. The Knights of the Holy Catholic Crusade are required to create a YouTube-type server for MGTOW Knights of the Crusade only. This will free men from censorship by dragon-controlled feminazi psycho-bitches who began intentionally injuring and killing men and boys in the USA the next nanosecond after the ratification of the 19th Amendment. This server is to be called the Magic Castle with the nickname of the Castle. Battle plans to trap and execute all SWAT teams on every street in America are to be stored at the castle in a video game format using Google's capture of every street in America as a template green screen background. This vital information will be used to plan ambushes and kill boxes. Every police, sheriff, and state trooper station is to be monitored. Whenever a SWAT team leaves their pig pen and are seen rolling on a city street, car horns are to be used to signal an SOS. SOS means save our ship, which is sent by using short and long blasts on the car horn in this sequence: short, 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 long, 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 short, short, short. Because pigs like to throw flash grenades into babies' cribs and blow their faces off and fire blindly into rooms which murders 7-year-old girls, during times when neighborhoods are quiet, the sound of 666 car horns will wake up the entire world. The SWAT team's path can be followed by the sound of the horns of all those who spot them. When the SWAT pigs have gone down the street of their next victim, the battle plans for that street are downloaded from the castle. Both ends of the street are blocked to set up kill boxes for any pigs that foolishly try to come and rescue what is left of the SWAT team, and to prevent any of the SWAT team from escaping. Remember that a knight of the crusade does not take prisoners. Use standard zombie apocalypse protocol number 1 and put a cap in the pig's head to make sure it is dead. When the battle is done, there will be 14 dead pigs at one end of the street, 12 dead pigs at the other, and 15 dead SWAT. There is now no one to protect the police, sheriff, or state trooper stations. So take the military elephant the pansy-ass faggots drove up in and drive it through the wall of the police stations at its top speed. Execute all the pigs at the station and their auxiliaries, loot the evidence locker, and divide up the weapons in the gun locker. Now that you have fully automatic rifles, grenades, mortars, 50 caliber sniper rifles, and night vision goggles, executing the next 200 pigs and looting the next 5 Baltimore police stations becomes easier and easier and easier.
The right to live in dignity as a human being. And rather than give genuine, sincere respect to your cry for human rights, the American white man answers your nonviolence with violence. He answers your prayers and freedom songs with false promises, deceitful maneuvers, and outright bloodshed.
We are people being brutalized by white bigots, white racists. We think that they are foolish to allow themselves to be beaten and brutalized and do nothing whatsoever to protect themselves. They are foolish. They should have the right to defend themselves against any attack made against them by anyone. If a dog is biting a black man, the black man should kill the dog. Whether the dog is a police dog, a hound dog, or any kind of dog. If a dog is sick on a black man, when that black man is doing nothing but trying to take advantage of what the government says is supposed to be his, then that black man should kill that dog or any two-legged dog who sicks the dog on it.
Should other black men help that particular person who was attacked?
I think you'll find, sir, that there will come a time when black people wake up and become intellectually independent enough to think for themselves, as other humans are intellectually independent enough to think for themselves. Then the black man will think like a black man, and he will feel for other black people. And this new thinking and feeling will cause black people to stick together. And then at that point, you'll have a situation where when you attack one black man, you are attacking all black men. And this type of black thinking will cause all black people to stick together. And this type of thinking also will bring an end to the brutality inflicted upon black people by white people. And it is the only thing that will bring an end to it. No federal court, state court, or city court will bring an end to it. It's something that the black man has to bring an end to himself.
And use of dogs by Ferguson police appears to have been exclusively reserved for African Americans. In every case in which Ferguson police records recorded the race of a person bit by a police dog, that person was African American. The evidence of racial bias comes not only from statistics, but also from remarks made by police, city, and court officials.
This is a type of tear gas mask that the pig scum in Ferguson are using. The 54401 clear face piece of the mask is not a fucking riot shield like those worn on the front of riot helmets. The 54401 plastic face piece only meets ANSI standards for impact and penetration resistance. This means the face piece offers no more protection than a pair of safety glasses bought at Home Depot. This faceplate can be penetrated and completely shattered by any of the weapons presented within this video. So the best possible time to execute these pansy-ass pigs is when the pigs illegally use chemical weapons on peaceful protesters. Knights of the Crusade can buy an Israeli military surplus tear gas mask with a new cartridge online for $30. Because the pigs can't see shit and all our weapons are silent, Knights can put on their tear gas masks and pick these pigs off as easily as you shoot targets at a video arcade.
The same thing happened in Algeria, in Africa. They didn't have anything but a rifle. The French had all these highly mechanized instruments of warfare. But they put some guerrilla action on. And a white man can't fight a guerrilla warfare. Guerrilla action takes heart, takes nerve, and he doesn't have that. He's brave when he's got tanks. He's brave when he's got planes. He's brave when he's got bombs. He's brave when he got a whole lot of company along with him. But you take that little man from Africa and Asia, turn him loose in the woods with a blade. That's all he needs. All he needs is a blade. And when the sun comes down, goes down, and it's dark, it's even Steven.
Receiver for an AR-15 lower. It shoots a 425 grain arrow at over 400 feet per second, giving you about 3 times the kinetic energy of most bows. This 100 grain ramcat broadhead is also a perfect example of modern broadhead design. It's both tough and aerodynamic.
No way. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
This is ballistic gel. It simulates human flesh.
From this angle, you can see that that arrow cut right through that panel like it wasn't even there. The slices you see there show what we already know about ballistics panels. They are designed to stop bullets, not blades. This broadhead sliced through that panel just like a knife would slice through that panel. And it cut a 1 1/4 inch diameter wound through 14 inches of ballistics gel. The entrance hole looks just the same as it would on the hide of an animal. It just sliced right through it. It isn't until looking at the back where we see any effect of the body armor on trying to resist that blade's penetration. Yes, there are still some cuts, but it does look like some of the fibers got pushed out of the way. In order to fit through all those fibers, the blades on the ramcat did curl around, though you'll often see this after a ramcat passes through a game animal too.
A knight of the Holy Catholic Crusade must acquire and become proficient with all of the weapons presented in this video.
Hi, I'm Doug Marchant, and thanks for watching. Here we have the 48-inch Eagle Flight 40 caliber blowgun, on sale for $10.99. Quick note, this item cannot ship to California or New York. Eagle Flight is a classic, basic blowgun with darts. You get American quality materials and craftsmanship and hours of shooting pleasure. Each barrel is carefully polished and deburred and electrostatically coated. Blowgun craftsmen then hand fit the barrel with quivers, grip, mouthpiece, and other essential gear. Only after inspection can any one be finally packed and certified an official Avenger blowgun. No one else takes so much time and care to make sure that your blowgun works right, looks right, and will give you years of shooting pleasure. 48 inches overall.
Alright, next up we have the Paintball Repeater Blowgun 36-inch overall. On sale at Budk for only $19.99. This is an awesome blowgun. Nowhere else can you get a paintball firing repeater setup for this low of a price. This 40 caliber barrel blowgun includes a Splatmatic mouthpiece repeater and storage tube. And honestly, I think the video speaks for itself. Check it out.
Oh, come on! You get your dart, and you just wrap it up real quick. It doesn't have to be too pretty. And really, I guess the purpose of doing this is just having fun. You know, plinking around with your blowgun, if that's what it's called in the blowgun community. I really don't know. But another thing you could probably do with these is, like, if you had a dog digging around in your trash, you could actually like shoot this beside the dog or at the trash can and it'd blow up, instead of actually having to shoot the dog with the blowgun, which you don't want to do because it's not cool. But here we go. That tree's probably about 20-25 foot away. And let's see how this works. Always wear some type of safety eyeglasses like these $5 aviators from Walmart. Oh yeah.
Look at these pansy-ass motherfuckers pointing their guns at unarmed civilians. Soldiers in a war zone don't even do that. But what if you threw a rock with as hard as this guy's going to show you how to throw it at the side of their knee, or at their balls, or at their throat, or at the side of their head, or in their faceplate? They're going to go down, and they're going to stay the fuck down. Now look at these lines of fucks here. Are they wearing cups? I don't know. Doesn't look like it. It doesn't matter. You hit him in the thigh, you hit him with a rock with as hard as his brother's going to show you how to throw a rock, and it's going to hurt. And look at their throats. Except for Smiley, he doesn't even have a neck, and looks like he's really going to enjoy beating the shit out of somebody. They all have throats, or the side of their throats. You hit them anywhere like with this guy's going to show you how to throw a rock, and they're dead. This is a modern slingshot. Notice it has a wrist support and triple bands. Using square ammunition, cubes, with sharp edges will penetrate a car door. It will simply destroy a fucking faceplate.
But obviously not a penetration. Testing edgy ammo. Is this going to work better against metal? We'll see. It's true, it did better. Now we're going to test the spiky one.
This is a Roman spear called a phylum. Spears can be thrown over houses from the other side of the block, and when thrown into an opponent's shield, it would bend down and disable the opponent's shield. This is a traditional Argentinian bola. The bola can be adapted for use in urban warfare. Take the metal bola pictured at the beginning of the video, and at the very end of each bola, attach a large barbed treble hook with 100-pound test fishing line. Okay, so against international law, these pansy-ass feminized faggots have just used chemical weapons against peaceful protesters and are advancing. Their ranks are broken and they are widely spaced. So if you throw the metal bola that we just made with the treble hook at each end, it's going to knock these motherfuckers down, and then you can beat them to death.
Kate, the second officer is Thomas Schmidt. He's 52 years old. He has been with the department since 1990. He's been suspended with pay. He's not been criminally charged. According to police charging documents regarding Bolger, Schmidt held the dog on the ground when Bolger cut its throat.
22-year police veteran Jeffrey Bolger remains free in his own recognizance. Efforts to talk with him about what happened over the weekend and why were unsuccessful. A sign posted on his backyard fence suggests Bolger himself is a dog owner. He faces felony charges associated with animal cruelty after he slit the throat of a 7-year-old Shar-Pei named Nala. Sarah Gossard is the dog's owner.
I don't want him to have his job. I don't want him to be able to go on calls and react like that to a person, to a dog, to anything. That's not okay. It's not okay.
Court documents indicate Bolger and other officers responded to a call Saturday morning regarding a woman getting bitten by a dog. Sandra Flesher says it happened when she tried to read the dog's tags on its collar. She found it odd that officers tried to corral the pet using a broken stick and a piece of string.
And they didn't really seem to know what to do.
Then the department's special operations section showed up with a dog control pole. Charging documents indicate, as Officer Bolger got out of the vehicle, he allegedly stated, quote, "I'm going to expletive gut this thing," end quote.
I did see one officer that had been extremely aggressive, that did have his knee into her chest, that was tightening the noose. It seemed relentlessly and unnecessarily, and you could hear the dog screaming and crying in pain.
We're also first arrow up high, and the second one I'll have to settle with an 8. Got the balloon though. Thanks for watching.